Hi guys, I'm Jessica from How Sweet Eats, and today I'm so excited to partner with MacKenzie-Childs to create a gorgeous Thanksgiving spread. To start, we're gonna make this cider glazed turkey. I am a big fan of brining my turkey, but for this turkey, I did a dry brine. So I did a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, a few spices, and I took it and I rubbed it all over the turkey and I put it underneath the skin as well. What that's gonna do is it's gonna bring out the moisture, and then as the turkey sits, it's also going to reabsorb those juices and just be super juicy and delicious. So the other key for this is that you keep your turkey uncovered in your fridge for at least 24 hours. This gives you that golden, perfect brown turkey skin. It's just this beautiful centerpiece. It's so wonderful. So I took our turkey and I brined this 2 days ago. And what I have here now is a turkey that has been sitting in my fridge for 2 days. So it's been out. You wanna let it come to room temperature a little bit. And what I'm gonna do now is take an apple and an onion. I'm gonna slice them and put them inside the cavity. This is one of the turkeys that I like to make that doesn't have stuffing inside. I know that some people are super pro stuffing, I am, but some people just really aren't into it. So by doing some fresh herbs, the onions, the apples, this adds some aromatics. It just makes it have this delicious flavor. And then what else is gonna happen is those are gonna drip down into our roasting pan, and we're gonna make an incredible gravy to go on top. Okay, so we have our apple and our onion inside of our turkey. I'm gonna take this sage. I'm just gonna take some of the stem off and kind of put it right at the edge of the cavity. Now you wanna tie the legs together. Use a little bit of kitchen twine. You can get it on Amazon. It's super easy. You're gonna tie them together. It'll help everything cook evenly, and it also creates a really pretty presentation. Okay, so I have the apples and onions stuffed inside. We have the legs tied together. We have a little bit of salt on the outside. I'm gonna transfer this to my MacKenzie-Childs roasting pan. We're gonna get it in the oven at 425 to help the skin get really golden and crispy, and then we're gonna make our glaze. This is simply apple cider, butter, and a little bit of brown sugar. We're gonna cook it down, let it simmer, let it thicken a bit, and this is what we are going to baste our turkey with as it cooks. It adds this delicious sweet element to the savory turkey, but it's just a little bit, and it adds flavor to our gravy drippings as well. So to start, I'm making this in the Courtly Check saucepan, which I love. It adds so much character to your kitchen. We're just gonna turn on the heat to about like medium low, and we're gonna do the apple cider, the butter, and the sugar all in one pot. All the ingredients are in the pot. I'm gonna kind of whisk it together just so our sugar starts to dissolve. Our butter is melting, and then we're just gonna let it go, and it's gonna simmer and get a little bit syrupy. We're gonna use this to baste the turkey. I like to go every 30 to 45 minutes. I would make sure to do it at least once an hour while the turkey's roasting. Oh my gosh, look at this turkey. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's glazed perfectly. It just looks so good. I'm gonna transfer this to the platter, but I wanted to tell you guys about the roasting pan. I'm completely obsessed with this MacKenzie-Childs roasting pan. If you've ever made a Thanksgiving dinner, it's a disaster. It looks like a mess. I mean, there is food everywhere. When I cooked last year my Thanksgiving dinner, people were just stunned because I used the MacKenzie-Childs roasting pan to make my gravy. I used the saucepans to make my glaze. It just adds this beautiful element of decor while you're cooking. It makes it look not quite as messy. It kind of makes it look like a little bit more fun. It's gonna add a little bit of extra elegance and just make it super special. So now we're to my favorite part of the Thanksgiving dinner, the gravy. My mom has always made like the most delicious gravy ever, and it's perfect every single time. So a few years ago, I had her teach me how to make it, and this is my favorite way. It's super simple, it's pretty foolproof, and we're gonna get to also use our roasting pan. I'm gonna go ahead and scrape out like some of the larger fat bits and just a few pieces of the floating turkey just to discard them, just so our gravy's like a little bit smoother and makes for a prettier presentation. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the heat to like medium low right under the roasting pan. We're gonna make our gravy right in here. Now all of these drippings are from the turkey. This is like a major flavor bomb right in the roasting pan. Everything in here is pure flavor, so you don't really wanna discard any more. So I have the shaker here. In the shaker, I have about a cup or two of cold water, and then we're adding some flour to the cold water. You're gonna shake it up for 30 seconds to create this slurry, and it's gonna be the base for our gravy. So the key is you wanna shake this super well. You want all of that flour to mix in with the water. I'm gonna very slowly pour it into my drippings and whisk the entire time, and the gravy's gonna come together. Now, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but my mom has us stand and stir the gravy for maybe 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes. So it just depends. You really have to give it some attention, but I promise that it is the best gravy you have ever had. You wanna make sure that you take your whisk and go along the outsides and into the corners. There's those delicious like brown bits of flavor that's where all of the flavor lives. So you really wanna incorporate that into the gravy. You don't wanna miss it. While somebody is stirring the gravy, you can go ahead and put the finishing touches on your Thanksgiving table. You can gather the rest of the dishes, make sure everything is ready to go. So once the gravy's done, everything is perfect, everything's hot, you can serve it all at once and it'll just be so good. So my favorite part of all of this decor is the MacKenzie-Childs Pheasant Run candle centerpiece. This is so stunning. Now it holds 5 candles and it's pretty big, so I like to have it on the table before all of the food comes in. When you go to sit down, you can easily move it. It's a beautiful piece of decor. It can go like right on the buffet, it can go on your kitchen counter. It's just stunning. To kick things off with the place settings, we have this midnight beaded placemat. It is so gorgeous. It's black and gold and cream. So I mean, you can use it anytime. And then my next piece is the Courtly Check charger. If you guys have seen on my blog, I've used them for years. I use them at all of the holidays. You can even use them at springtime. You can use them in the summer. And they add this like bold statement where you can add a busier piece on top. The dessert plate has these purples and greens, and then the dinner plate has some more blues and yellows along with that Courtly Check pattern. It is just so gorgeous. I just like can't even stand how much I love this whole setup. It's so beautiful. I also love to add in the Pheasant Run water glass. It is super pretty. It's gold, it's teal, it's blue. And then for all of our side dishes, we have our gravy boat, we have our turkey platter, we also have a larger serving bowl, and then we also have a side dish platter that we can just put everything on and it comes together beautifully. It's so, so pretty. If you followed my Thanksgiving spread last year, you know that I'm super into the gem tones. So when it comes to creating flair and fun on your Thanksgiving table, if you don't want to just do your traditional orange pumpkins, you know, maybe those browns and yellows aren't appealing, this adds so much color. It just adds this like bold statement. It makes it super fun. Our gravy is done. It is absolute perfection. It smells incredible. It looks so good. It's thick, it's velvety. It is like so amazing. I want to dip all the things in it. I'm gonna go ahead and ladle this into our gravy boat. I am in love with this because it's really manageable. It's like the perfect size. You're not gonna slosh gravy all over the table. It's great. I have everything ready to go for the table. I'm gonna go ahead and put like a few garnishes on my turkey platter just to help it look pretty. It's gonna look super festive. I grabbed some pomegranates, some apples, some sage. It's just gonna look really pretty. Our cider glazed turkey is finished. It's ready to be placed right in the center of the table. This is such a showstopper. We have our velvety rich gravy. We have the cider glazed turkey. It has a little bit of sweetness. It's very savory. We have this crispy golden skin. It's just so, so good. With all of this MacKenzie-Childs decor, it's just so vibrant. It's so beautiful. I love the gem tones. I think it's so elegant, and it just adds such a fun, modern, like take on your Thanksgiving table.